Welcome to today's episode of What Does the Law Say with Adhere, proudly sponsored and produced by Tech Hub Media. If you're an old-time subscriber, thank you very much for watching the episodes of What Does the Law Say. And if you're here for the first time watching this program, please subscribe, drop your comments, like, and also share. So in today's episode, we will be discussing about safety tips, for travelers during this festive period. So tomorrow is Christmas. Yay! Merry Christmas in advance and Happy New Year also in advance. I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely Christmas tomorrow. But okay, so now we know that there's going to be a lot of traveling, by air, by road, and people need to know some things at this time concerning traveling, especially because of COVID and so many other things going on. So we're going to discuss tips for travelers, international travelers, local travelers, travelers by air, by road, and also discuss how they should ensure safety even during this festive period. So right into it, we'll start with those that are going to be traveling by air, and then later on along the line we'll talk about those that will be traveling by road. So firstly, before you start packing all your rice and your pomo and your gari and everything that you want to travel either from Nigeria outside the country or from wherever you are outside the country into Nigeria, let's look at basic things that you need to know. Number one, ensure that you have a valid passport. I know this is something that everybody be like, I know I will have a valid passport. No, these are some mistakes that people make, and which puts them into trouble, or they lose some amount of money. So the Immigration Act of 2015, Immigration Act of Nigeria of 2015, which covers things such as the passport, visas, migrants and safety even in Nigeria, provides that for you to come into Nigeria or for you to leave Nigeria, you must have a valid passport. So have a valid passport means that your passport should be at least 6 months valid. It shouldn't have expired, and if it's that it's about to expire, at least you have 6 months before it expires to ensure that you have a valid passport. Number two is ensure that you have a valid visa. This one I know you very well. So quick gist before I explain this point. Sometime in 2019, I planned on traveling out of the country, and then I noticed that my visa was going to expire in about 7 months. About 6 to 7 months. So I quickly wanted to use the visa before it expires. And on getting to the country where I was going to, they stopped me, they wanted to ask me questions, and just to be sure, because for them, they look at it as if they are coming in very close to when your visa is about to expire. Hope you are not planning on not going back, which mostly Nigerians do. And so there was a lot of questioning. They had to put me aside at some point to ask so many questions before they let me go. So make sure that your visa is valid. Thank God my own visa was valid, so I could go for my holiday and then come back safely and there was no problem. So second point is that make sure that your visa is valid. Look at your passport, look at your visa. Don't assume that your passport is valid. Don't assume that your visa is valid. Because the immigration service, the Nigerian immigration service have that right, have that duty, to send the person back. If they see that, your passport is not valid or your visa is not valid, they have that duty to send you back or return you back home. I've also heard stories of people that have, bought tickets, bought their everything, their load, got to the transit country, maybe a stopover, got there and then realized that they couldn't go into the country they want to travel to because of an invalid visa. So ensure that your passport and visa is valid. So under the Custom and Border Control of Nigeria, Custom Exercise Authority of Nigeria, there are some items that are prohibited, items that you cannot bring into Nigeria, and items that you cannot take out of Nigeria. So this is the third tip for you that you're traveling internationally. Know the items that are prohibited in the country that you're going to. So for instance, if you're coming into Nigeria, there are some items that are prohibited, a list of items that are prohibited. Find out the items that are prohibited and ensure that you don't go with those items. Also, some other countries you might be going to, for instance, you're going to America now. Items such as chicken or chicken related products are usually not accepted upon entry into America because of the whole bird flu issues and everything like that. So know the prohibited items to whatever country you are traveling to, and ensure that you don't carry those items into that country. Because what will happen is, if you come with those prohibited items, they would either just toss it right in front of you. So even if you buy an item worth 2 million naira, if it is prohibited and they don't let you take it to the country, you're going to have to drop it before you enter. It's either you drop it before you enter, or you go back with those items to where you're coming from. And I'm sure you'd rather go into the country you want to rather than go back with those items. Number 4 tip that you should ensure for those that are traveling internationally, those that are traveling, going through international flights, or those that are traveling by air internationally. 4th thing that you should notice: ensure that you abide by all the COVID protocols. So in almost all the countries all over the world, if not all of the countries all over the world, have COVID protocols at this time, especially those that are traveling by air. So upon entry into a particular country, there are some protocols that you have to follow. Ensure that you abide by all those COVID protocols, whether they need you to come back to take a test, whether they need you to wear a mask, whatever they need you to do, ensure that you abide by those COVID protocols so that you are not sanctioned in any way. Because for them, they will pick you up. It's against their laws. It's against what has been stipulated already. So ensure that you abide by the COVID protocol. Whether you're coming into Nigeria or you're going out of Nigeria into another country, abide by all the COVID protocols that have been set in place. As we've all been hearing now that there is already a second wave, and everybody is meant to, take safety very seriously at this time. And this is something I must chip in here again. Ensure that you wear your mask, you wash your hands. And if at all there is any need to travel internationally at this time, especially during this festive period where people are traveling a lot and there's going to be a lot of people out there, ensure that you take your safety seriously. The last one, for those that are traveling internationally, confirm the items that you are given. So confirm the items that you are given in the sense that, so you know that usually, this happens most times in Nigeria or even different parts of the world where you are going somewhere and the country where you are going to, somebody wants to send an item through you. Confirm the items that are sent through you. You do not want to fall into any scandal or any scam at this time, because this is festive period. People are going to take opportunity of everybody's celebration and merry mood, and take opportunity of people's lackadaisical or nonchalant attitude towards things, or if they see that people are slack about some things, people are going to take opportunity of that. So ensure that you confirm items that are sent through you, whatever it is, whether it's wrapped in paper, wrapped in envelope, looks good, confirm those items. Why do you want to confirm those items? Number 1, in case those items are prohibited in the country that you're going to, so you are not liable where they say, oh, what happened to my item that I sent through you? Number 2, you want to ensure that it's not something that is criminal that you are holding or that you are transmitting, because they will not go and pick up the person that gave you the item. It's you that they will come and pick up. So whether you're traveling out of Nigeria or you're traveling from another country into Nigeria, ensure that you confirm the items that are being sent through you. Okay, now let's move to those that are traveling by road. So we know that not everybody is going to be traveling by air even during this festive period. There'll be people traveling by road. So let's move into those traveling by road. We have gist for you too, for those of you traveling by road. So for those that are traveling by road, these are the things that you're meant to ensure during this time, and ensure that you abide by it for your own safety and also for you to enjoy this festive period. Okay, so number 1 thing for those that are traveling by road is that avoid large gatherings. If you really have your way at this time, I do not advise anybody to travel because of the second wave of the COVID. Just ensure that you're home, stay safe, and keep your family safe from the spread of the virus. But if at all you have to travel, avoid large gatherings. That is one tip that you would need throughout this festive period. Avoid large gatherings. Secondly, during this time, obey traffic laws. So there are many traffic laws that are in place, whether for the state or federal government. Obey traffic laws, because everybody's happy at this time. People want to just, shove laws off, be unlawful and things like that. But you don't want to put the life of another person at risk. So obey traffic laws. For example, some traffic laws of the Federal Road Safety, that's traffic laws according to the federal government, the Nigerian Highway Code. The Nigerian Highway Code stipulates that when you are traveling, do not carry a child on your lap, to avoid being crushed in terms of an accident or a crash or anything. Those are traffic laws that you are meant to obey at this time. So you are going from Lagos to Benin, you are going from Lagos to Kano. Don't put that child on your lap. Let the child stay in a car seat, or strap the child with their own seat belt, but do not put that child on your lap. Another traffic law and safety law, according to the Federal Road Safety at this time, is that do not allow your children to stick any part of their body outside. I know we used to do that sometimes growing up, and my mom would, call us back to order and say, don't do that. Ensure that your children are not sticking their bodies out of the car, and many other laws like that are in place at this time. So as much as you're traveling on the road, ensure that you also abide with the road traffic laws. Ensure that you do all the federal government laws that are in place. Number 3, put security measures in place. So now is even a time where many people are going to want to take opportunity of this period, want to steal, want to rob, want to do all kinds of things. Take security measures very seriously and put all security measures in place. If you have to review your security measures, do that, review them. If you have to put a CCTV or have to put an installment, just do that so that you are secure during this period. Also, we have to be careful because there's going to be a lot of kidnapping, there's going to be a lot of robbery, a lot of scam, cash credit, credit card fraud, and a lot of criminal activities because of this festive period. So you want to be careful even as you travel out on the road. Don't go when it's too late, so that you can avoid kidnapping and robbery. Go with family, go with a group of people. And if you really do not have to travel, I would advise that you don't, just for your own safety. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of What Does the Law Say with Irene Care. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What does the law say? I'll tell you next Thursday. That are not allowed in the country you are going to. Yeah, just stop. After that break, then we come back.